I think it's fair to say the honeymoon period at the start of this season is kind of worn off a little bit. Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 19 of Hometown Hero. In today's episode we're going to be playing the games against Barnet and away or home, doesn't really matter, to Eastleigh. Since you were last with us, we've struggled, we've been in a bit of a rut. You can actually see one of the only wins we've had since you last saw any episodes in the screen at the top corner here. You got to see a very disappointing loss to Maidstone as well. But if we go into the fixtures, the last two games we played, God, I'm going right the way back now. Who did we play last? It was Dulwich Hamlet and it was Chesterfield. As you can see, the run kind of carried on, in complete honesty. We got knocked out of the FA Cup at the fourth qualifying round by Eastleigh at home or away, or at home or away, doesn't really matter. And then got beaten and absolutely dumped out of the FA Trophy by Maidstone United. So sole focus now, Vanarama National League. Sole focus, let's get clear of that relegation zone. We're not in it at the moment. We are still, last I checked, we're still 5 points clear. So we're sitting in 15th at the moment. And I think if you were to ask me 11 games before, so right at the start of the season, that we'd be in 15th after 11 games, I'm not too dissatisfied about that. The one thing we do need to do is we need to stop conceding goals. If I show you what I mean, if I show you the stages bit on here, if we look at the goals conceded, second most conceded in the entire league. We've actually conceded more than every single relegation zone team at the moment, which is really concerning. The good thing is, of course, is we're scoring them. I think we're fifth or sixth? Yeah, so we're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth highest scoring team, but we just need to keep the goals out. That's the thing we're struggling with. We're really struggling to find a solid defensive setup. I've not changed anything in terms of formation, not changed anything in terms of instructions. I'm riding it out for at least a couple more games because we have had one good result. I was going to say some. We did beat Hartlepool 3-0, so that was quite impressive. And they're obviously, as you can see, up in 5th at the moment. But yeah, I'm starting to worry a little bit. We might need to switch to that 5 at the back, and we'll maybe see how that fares as well. But anyway, before we get into the game, one transfer bit of news to tell you about. We did bring in Ethan Sutcliffe to try and resolve some of our defensive woes. He's coming on loan from AFC Wimbledon. As you can see, he's got some really good stats on him. He's determined. He's got good jumping reach. He's a decent header of the ball. The only thing is he's just not performing when we need him to. And to be honest, no one else is as well. But we have got him in on absolutely no wages, so we can't complain too much. Otherwise, going out the door on a loan is George Sykes-Kenworthy. You might sound shocked as to why I'm suggesting that he's gone out on loan, considering how quality he's been in the last few games. But if you look at his goals to conceded ratio, he's been rubbish. So yeah, we got a loan deal come in. He actually came into my office just before we accepted the loan offer and said, I really want to play more games. I said, no, you've conceded too many. He said, well, I want to try and improve, let me play. I gave him one game, he conceded a few more goals, and he was out. The only thing that gives him a little bit of benefit of the doubt, though, is the fact that the game he did concede more goals in, most of them weren't his fault, so you can kind of let him off on that. But anyway, he is out of the club. He has gone out on loan to Weston-super-Mare in the league below. Other than that, not a huge amount has changed. So anyway, we'll move swiftly on and we'll go straight into the game against Barnet at the Silver Lake Stadium. I really want to be back at the Raymac, but I just don't think we're ever going to get back there because we're not going to rebuild the stadium, I don't think. Be very surprised if we did. The only reason that may happen is potentially if we get stuck in the Vanarama National League for a while. Maybe then we'll do it, but I don't know. Anyway, I digress. The team we're going to be playing to try and get one over Barnet today is going to be Alexis Andre Jr. in goal. Icethorpe, Chamberlain Gale, Sutcliffe and Genesini, the back four. We are having a little bit of not an injury crisis, but a fitness crisis. As you can see, Jamie Bradley Green and Andy Janyeva, both very tired at the moment. And they're probably, fair to say, our starting centre-back. Sutcliffe's not really grabbed it by the scruff of the neck, to be completely honest, but he's not played many games, so there's plenty of time. In the midfield, you've got Diaz, you've got Luke Nippard, you've got Jay Senga and Dylan Thistleton. Jake Cope has been moaning about the fact he's not been getting any game time on the right hand side. Every time I've played him, he's been rubbish. Look at those ratings. 6.46 in his last 5 games, 6.48 overall. I can't not put in Dylan Thistleton. He's so much better at the moment. So that's why he's not playing. And then we've got Adeloye up top alongside Warren Bentley. I'm actually just going to shift those two around to put them back into their more preferred positions. Warren Bentley's dried up a little bit within the goals. I have been trying out Marcus Day as well. He did get a goal on his debut, but he's not really done much since. So, yeah, nothing really much to talk about. As you can see, lots of changes from the last match. Of course, because we lost 5-1. And that was very disappointing. So we're hopefully going to go out. We're going to ask for a much better performance. Thrash arms. Let's do that. Never thrashed arms before. I'm losing the patience of the faith because I don't really have much in them at the moment. I don't think we're going to struggle to turn this around. But we just need to get a couple of wins here and there, and we'll be fine. That's all we need to do. As long as we can keep getting a couple of wins and a couple of draws in there wherever we need to, we should be able to get out of this. We should not get out of this league. Sorry, stay in this league. Of course, it's another one of those fun ones where there's only one team who gets automatically promoted, and the rest go through the playoffs. So we're probably going to have to deal with that. I think after that, it gets a little bit easier because there's obviously multiple promotion spots. So there's less worry to have to finish right at the top. Anyway, that first 36 and a bit minutes was very boring. And Jesus Christ, that was close. Luckily, it went over the bar, but they just completely sliced us apart there, which is a worry. But anyway, Thistleton's picking it up. Can he get a chance? He's going to get past his man. He is, but it's just not a great effort. It's one of those where he probably shouldn't have taken the shot on, to be honest, but he did, and that was the end result. But we've made a chance, and that's a good thing. We've not been doing a lot of that recently. Drop down to Diaz. Nippard is going to find Bentley. Bentley's in. Oh, how has Bentley missed that? How on earth has that not gone in? Warren Bentley is not himself. That should have been in the back of the net. That was not good at all. We've been the better team, apparently. Seems to have motivated Brooklyn Genesini, who's another one of the players who just hasn't played very well recently. He had an absolute horror show against Maidstone in the last game. And yeah, there's a lot. I'm getting a lot of this. A lot of players not getting very good ratings because they're just not playing very well. In fact, Luke Nippard is going to come off. I don't care the fact that Diaz is a little bit tired. He's not playing anymore. And we'll bring on. What can we? We'll bring on Muldoon and we'll put him on as a box-to-box midfielder. Get a little bit of running into the side. We'll demand more while we're there as well. Barnett on the attack, ball in. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Big hit forwards. Find Thistleton. That's it. Nods it onto Adeloye. They've not really found the partnership between him and Warren Bentley just yet. And there's proof in the pudding. Can't find him in the middle. And it's a chance of Barnett to break. And this is probably going to be 1-0, isn't it? This is going to be it. He's just gone straight through the entire defence. They've practically just gone, do you know what, Efren? Is that Efren? Yeah. Efren Mason. Not. Through you go. Here's a gap either side. Pick your side. And just run straight past. Genesini gets turned. I'm not sure who that is. Or was that Genesini, actually? Oh, I can't see him now. Oh, that was Genesini. It was Sutcliffe who got dragged out far too wide. And then Genesini just let him run past him. So, yeah. It's not been fun playing this save over the last few days. I've got to be completely honest. Because we've just struggled so much. We've been such a rubbish team. Even Thistleton now isn't turning up on the games we need him to. We're going to switch it around a little bit. We'll bring on Waldron instead of Bentley. See if that can inject a bit of life into the centre forward pairing. I don't think it will, and there's a chance for 2. And he's given so much time. Luckily, Chamberlain Gales managed to get back in front of it, but it's just so frustrating, so annoying that we're just not doing anything right. I think what we will do is I think I will try the either the. How has that gone in? How on God's green earth has that made it in? that is beyond ridiculous that that's managed to find its way into the back of the net. But anyway, as I was saying, And probably even more appropriate now, although that was a set piece, so maybe not a huge issue. But as Tomi Adeloye gets his 4th goal of the season, I'm not really too fussed, to be honest, because we're not going to get another one. Yeah, I think the plan is to maybe try the 5-2-1-2 in the next game. Maybe we'll do a 5-3-2. Maybe we'll do it that way around instead. But we're going to lose this one. It's going to keep us on 13 points. We'll need to see where that puts us in the table. Nice to see that Adeloye's managed to get a goal, get himself on the score sheet. But other than that, I mean, that second goal, sorry, was absolutely abysmal. We're now only 4 points clear of Dagenham Redbridge, who are in 20th place in the first team in the relegation zone. We'll come back to Eastleigh. We'll just trip down the road and come back to them. And yeah, we'll try a new formation and see what we can get out of them. Right, okay then. We're back at the Silver Lake Stadium, of course. Well, I think we're still at the Silver Lake Stadium, which is going in the away dressing room, which probably feels a little bit weird. But we did that earlier in the year, because we played Eastleigh already, I think. Not that you've seen it, I think. I can't remember. I don't know. As I mentioned, have changed the formation. I've gone back to the 5-2-1-2 that I previously had set up. However, I have changed it. I've taken the man out of the centre attacking midfield position. And just to try and shore us up a little bit, I've put in someone at the base of the midfield instead. I am going to play him as a ball-winning midfielder. And then, no, I don't want to double that up, actually. We'll play him more as an anchor man, I think. We'll get him in the middle, and then we'll do it that way. So, yeah, we've changed it up quite a bit, as you can see. It has meant a slight change in personnel, just to test it out, really. I don't think we're going to win this game. Eastleigh are coming into this in 5th in the league. We're in 16th. So they're clearly not a bad side. But, yeah, we just need to see how we get on. I am actually going to make one other change, and I'm going to put this guy in. And I am going to play him as a ball-winning midfielder. There we go. Cool. So we're all sorted then. So let's get this team sheet read out for you so you can all see. I mean, you've already figured out who's playing anyway. But it's going to be Alexis in goal. A back 3 of Bradley Green, Janyeva and Sutcliffe. It's going to be Sellers, James and Thistleton are kind of the middle, kind of deeper 3, I suppose you'd call them. Thistleton's going to be the one bombing on a bit more. In fact, I need to make sure that we do. I know we need to overlap on the right. That's what we need to do. And we're going to have Ashcroft and Jeffries in the midfield, and then Adeloye and Bentley up top. No idea how this is going to turn out. Hopefully we can have a good chance of it. But yeah, if anything, we're going to see how this formation plays out. And look at the orange kit. It is looking beautiful. Let's just say we know we're going to lose, because we do. I think it's fair to say we might not win this game. Because Eastleigh, yeah, are in pretty good form. They're not far off the top of the table. And Dover as well. I think the biggest disappointment is the fact that Dover are doing as well as they are, because we were much better than them last year. We just can't seem to get... We're not getting a decent run going. That's the most difficult thing to kind of get around at the moment, I think. Sellers whips a ball in for a free kick. Not going to get to anyone, though. Goes far as Bentley. What's he going to do with it? Pass it to Sutcliffe. Finds James. Gets it to Ashcroft. Yeah, playing it around. Makes it a bit Adeloye into the chance. Oh, that was close. That was a really good effort. That was really nicely worked as well, which is nice to see, especially because Adeloye's playing more as a target man, so he's not necessarily going to be picking up the ball from feet a hell of a lot in this game. But he did well there, and we seem to have a bit more of a foothold in the game so far compared to what we normally do, which is quite nice. James is on the ball. Pings it forward, finds Warren Bentley. Is he going to take a shot? He is! Oh, it's disallowed. It's offside. Ah, damn. Oh, it's only just as well. He probably could have held his run a bit as well, which is a bit disappointing. I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do. I'm going to praise the lads for that, because we're getting much more into this game than we normally would. We are controlling possession a lot more than we would do. That is the formation. That is the kind of setup I've wanted to go for. So we're passing it a little bit shorter. The only thing we're not doing, according to the statistics, is creating many chances. So we do need to try and improve on that. Bentley's picked up on the right-hand side, though. He's going to go and give it a chance. Oh, just wide of the mark. I mean, he must have heard me, but unfortunately just didn't get it on target, which is a bit of a shame. But we are definitely having the most of the ball. That much is certain. Bentley played it again. Jeffries, Adeloye now. Ashcroft added back to him. Little 1-2 between them. Oh, it's just not quite got the fizz on it to get its way past the goalkeeper. And we go to half time, and it's 0-0. Yeah, you look at that, 60% possession. We've started to build our shots up a little bit, so we're doing well. We deserve to win this match, I would say, and I'm going to say I've got faith in you all. because this is a much better performance. If we can come out of this with a 0-0, then that tells me this is a good formation just to potentially, just to manage expectations, shut up shop a little bit. And if we're going up against bigger teams, gives me the faith that we've got something we can set up and try and manage that, which is good. I might even push this forward to a positive mentality in a minute, just to try and push forward a little bit more. We'll see how this highlight plays out first. Jeffries to Ashcroft, who's been moaning about not getting any football. It's a wonderful pass, and Bentley is consummate finish from the experienced striker there. 12th goal of the season, and that is a perler of a pass from Dylan Ashcroft. I think it's Dylan. Is it Dylan? No, Tyrrell Ashcroft, sorry, wrong name. What a lovely pass that is, though. Sliced the defence in two. I was just about to say he's been moaning about the fact he's not been getting enough football, and that was a beautiful pass. Gotta be honest. We'll bring Nippard on for Jeffries. We'll mix that up a little bit. We could have brought on Genesini, but unfortunately I've not put him on the bench because I'm an idiot. And we'll bring on Danny Waldron to play the target man instead of Alaloy and see if that makes a difference as well. But that is exactly the kind of impact I wanted to see. That's why Dylan Ashcroft's been asking for football. He just hasn't proved it up until this point. Oh, Genesini is on the bench. I've completely missed him. There he is. We'll bring him on as well. Defensive wing back. Let's just shut up shop a little bit. We'll go back to a cautious mentality. We'll just try and grind out the win. That's what we need to do. Sellers on the free kick. Whips a ball in. Janyeva's at the back post and it's 2-0. Come on. That must clinch it, surely. Oh, what a moment that is. Lovely, lovely stuff. Sellers at the ball in. Janyeva gets away from his man. Brilliant shadow run there from him, and he's just dinked it into the back, into the far post, and that is a success on the new formation. You love to see it. Wonderful stuff. We controlled possession as the tactic was intended to do. We didn't create a huge amount of chances, but do you know what? We came out, we scored the chances we need to, and we won the game, and that's the biggest thing. And we're up to 14th, and it puts us 7 points clear of Maidenhead, who are now in that first of the 4 relegation spots. Wonderful stuff. That's things you love to see. Right, let's figure out when we're going to come back. We'll come back in January now. We'll go through the Christmas period and come back then. Who are we looking at here? I think what we'll do is we'll come back around, again, sort of mid-January sort of area. So we'll come back around the sort of the Rochdale, Dagenham and Redbridge sort of general area of things. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we're back obviously with the next episode on Monday. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button. It'd be very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything you would do differently to me, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. My name's been David. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.